From Divine Sister of the Light, Devyani Singh, from Isis Channelings. Blood Moon Eclipse. This blood moon eclipse brings laser-like energy to burn, transform, and release karmic, ancestral, patriarchal power over woundings, especially of the womb, that keep us in a place of self-rejection, unworthiness, undeservability, grief, and disappointment, prompting a movement into owning and reclaiming our self-worthiness, reaffirming our undying loyalty to our own unique beliefs and values, irrespective of the power over controls being applied, and being the unabashed cheerleaders of our own deservability and crowning. But most importantly, it brings us the lesson of grace, the grace that births from slaying our own inner demons, fears, and egos, grace that allows us to hold space and compassion, empathy, and patience for others as they too shake their claim on their own self-worth, self-love, beliefs, and values, even if it threatens to unsettle our own crowns and power over status quo. For the status quo is about to change. That which seemed impossible is now suddenly within reach. That which seemed improbable is now beginning to unfold in our reality. Magical and mystical are now bleeding into the realm of reality. If you are constantly committed to putting in the efforts to illuminate the shadows that this Venusian Samhain Underworld Labyrinth has been conjuring up for you, but when you are committed in courageous action and highest intention, there are no wrong turns or bad choices, as each effort and action is bringing you closer to your goal, even if it is not outwardly apparent as yet. While the journey is being traversed within, the unpacking of the gifts is taking place in our reality to reaffirm our faith and trust in our efforts and connections with all that is. The blood moon eclipse brings potent energy to release you from the shackles of the past, especially womb trauma, as blood moon cycles may suddenly change to align with this blood moon eclipse. As I sat releasing that which no longer serves to the fire element, the fire suddenly seemed to awaken to a life and will of its own and put up quite a show. It burned powerfully, but not at all in a scary way, and cheerfully pirouetted and danced to a beat of its own. Alas, my camera was not allowed to take any pics of this performance, as it uncharacteristically froze. But a pigeon did fly into my room, yes, inside, as I sat in all my priestess glory with a slightly untamed but joyous fire, and perched itself rather close to the fire and watched it with unblinking curiosity. And I watched both in utter amazement. To magical new beginnings. And light and grace and joy be the change you want to see. Sake na. From IsisChannelings.wordpress.com.